In today's video, I'm going to be tasting Bertha's Revenge Irish, wait for it, milk gin. Crazy. So Bertha's Revenge Irish milk gin. And then we're going to be trying it with these 12 tonic waters to see which one works best. So if you like the sound of that, then stay tuned. Hey gin fans, I'm Steve the Barman and I would love to thank you for yet again stopping by and watching one of my gin review videos. If you don't know what goes on here, if you're just stopping by for the first time, well, every Wednesday and every Sunday I roll out a gin review video, or actually I've got lots of interviews with distillers which was shot down at Imbibe Live in early July. But mainly in the whole Wednesdays and Sundays I roll out videos where we take one gin at a time and then we match them up to see which of these 12 tonic waters, these probably stay the same, but these chop and change quite a lot of the flavours, and to see which tonic water works best. Because what I'm finding 3 months into this now is that some tonic waters really don't work with some gins. It's not as easy as saying Fever Tree is the best tonic water and works with everything, because trust me, if you go back and watch some of my videos, it really doesn't. So that's the whole premise of this. If you love the sound of that, then please let me know that you're watching. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like, drop your name in the comments below, give me a shout out. If you've got any friends that think would love this as well, please feel free. I'd love it if you shared it to their timelines. That would be absolutely brilliant. But most of all, I want to know what gins you are drinking at home, or what you're drinking when you go out to a pub and bar. Do you think you've got the right gin and tonic combination? Let me know. Tell me if you've watched something that I've done already and you've got a different gin and tonic mixer combination, then please drop it in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. I try and reply to as many of you as I can. I'm getting quite a few comments now on YouTube and on Facebook, so that's what I'd love you to do. If you're a gin and tonic drinker, if you've got your own favourite thing, then let me know what it is. If you want me to review a specific gin as well, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, as I said, these videos get rolled out every Wednesday and every Sunday. But on Friday, I've got something equally as special, because a lot of you really don't like tonic water, as I'm finding. Even some of the flavoured tonic waters you really don't like. So what I've done for you on Fridays is Ginspiration. Gin inspiration. Very simple serve cocktails, whether they're 2, 3, 4 ingredient drinks that you can make for yourselves at home over the weekend if you're having a party or anything like that. So Wednesdays and Sundays, reviews, Fridays, Ginspiration. Anyway, that's enough waffle. I really want to get on and try this milk gin. So if you watch Wednesdays, which went out, that was a black tomato gin. This one, milk. I promise you, really is milk. So as I said in the title of this video, this is Bertha's Revenge Irish Milk Gin. Now, obviously the clue's in the title, it is an Irish gin. And it comes from just north of Cork, so down south in Ireland. In terms of strength, again, it's a proper gin, it's 42%. And if you want to buy it, I've not seen this anywhere on the high streets or anywhere like that. Amazon and the drink supermarket again are your friends for this. About £36 you can pick a bottle up for. Bit better value for money for me than the black tomato gin, because this is a proper 70cl bottle. So to equate that into shots, it's a 28 shot bottle as opposed to the 20 shot bottle that we did the other day. So I'll drop affiliate links into the show right up where you can click on. Affiliate links just basically give me a little bit of commission. Don't give you discount, unfortunately, but just make it easy for you to buy it if you want to. And it just really gives me a few pence, which help towards the cost, because obviously I'm using a bit of gin and a bit of tonic. So that's all that is. But affiliate links in the show notes will take you to the place where you can buy this. Now let's get into the story of this. This was created in 2015, and what's becoming common in a lot of my gins, it was created by two friends. Both of them never distilled gin before in their lives, but they had quite a lot of hotel experience and quite a lot of wine experience between them. Now, as far as I can tell and make out, these two actually do distill this from scratch themselves. Okay, there's no, like in some gins that I've reviewed recently, there's no outsourcing to professional gin distillers. As far as I'm aware, they do it completely and utterly in-house, which is brilliant. Hats off to you guys, well done for that. So how is this a milk gin? Well, let me explain. The neutral spirit from this is distilled from whey. Now, if you don't know what whey is the byproduct when milk is essentially curdled to make cheese. You know, curds and whey, if you ever heard that phrase before. Whey has, essentially is a waste product, but it's getting used a lot in protein powders and all this kind of stuff now. But they've... basically, it took them a while to work this out, but they distilled the whey. They've got a specially formulated yeast that they use to turn the whey into a neutral spirit. And I think it takes them 3 distillations to get a really nice, kind of creamy in texture, neutral spirit. This gin takes its name from a cow that died at the age of 48. Bertha. She died at 48 in 1993, I think it was, and holds the world record, I think, for not only being the oldest cow, but for basically giving birth to the most amount of calves as well. 39. Imagine giving birth to 39 babies. That's a bit bizarre, isn't it? Now, this gin is very rich in botanicals. We've got 18 of them in total, so I've had to write this down. Obviously, I'm not going to remember all 18 because, again, this is the first time that we're tasting this gin. So we've got juniper, coriander, and angelica. They're the kind of normalish ones most gins have. We then got cardamom, orris, and licorice. Then we get into the citruses. There's quite a lot of citrus in here as well. We've got lemon, we've got lime, we've got grapefruit, and then very untraditionally, we've got bitter and sweet oranges going in there. So we've got 5 fruits going in. Then we've got cinnamon, cumin, and cloves, almond and elderflower. And here's the last 2 botanicals that not many gins, if any, have in or use at all. So we've got Alexander seeds, and we've got sweet woodruff as well, which are basically kind of herbs, perennials, those kind of things as well. So 18 botanicals in there in total. When they distill, I don't know how they distill. I've not found that. I did a bit of research, but I don't know whether it's vapor infused or whether they all go into the still. The only thing I know is that they distill in very small 100 bottle batches, so micro kind of thing. And as I'm looking at this, bearing in mind this was released in 2015, this is batch 450. So where are we? In three and a half years of this being launched, this is the 450 batch of 100 bottles. So there we go. That's the gin in itself. What we're going to do now is we're going to get on and taste it and smell it, because that's what I'm really looking forward to. I hope it's a bit... Honestly, I did like the black tomato gin that we did the other day. Got a funny feeling this is going to be a little bit better than that. That was very crazy. Anyway, let's get on and try it. So what we're going to do, we're going to taste it in our rather lovely gin balloon. If you haven't got a gin balloon yet, really easy to get hold of. Lots of supermarkets stock them now. But again, I can come back to those affiliate links. There's affiliate links from drinkstuff.com, my favourite online kind of people for that kind of stuff. They do all kinds of purees with that as well, but essentially cocktail shakers, all this kind of stuff, glassware. Check out drinkstuff.com. Been friends with them for years and years and years. Been trading with them for 15 years. Absolutely brilliant. Quite local to me actually, Cambridge, but they ship internationally as well. So drinkstuff.com, that's where you can get hold of your glasses. What we're going to do, we're going to chuck our nice big juicy 5cm ice cube in there. And then we're just going to throw a little bit of gin just over the top. Not much, just enough to try it and taste it. Now, if you want to get yourself some of these ice cube moulds, I highly recommend these. I just use 2 big ice cubes in a gin balloon because they don't melt as quick. If you put in loads of ice in a gin balloon, it all kinds of turns to water, especially in this heat. So I use lovely big sort of 5cm ice cubes. Amazon, you get a pack of 2 of these for about £8. Easy peasy. Anyway, swirl that around, because you want to dilute it very slightly. Just get a touch of water going with the gin, because when you dilute something, a spirit, it just brings out the flavour even more. Wow, that is an incredible smell coming off that. I'm getting lots of the fruit. I get all the fruit. And then kind of the bit of spice in there as well. That's really lovely. I've got big hopes for this, to taste this. Wow, that is a really nice gin to drink neat. Do you know what? I would go so far as to say, I'll have to try it, but I think that is a cracking martini gin. I really do. You've got the juniper's not too heavy on that actually. You've got all the kind of a little bit of spice, a little bit of heat coming through there, but you've got this nice little bit of fruit in there in the background as well. That's just really, really nice. Actually, that might be one of my favourite gins that I've drunk neat. I'm not a huge fan of gin neat. I will do, but I think that really works well. Let's get on and try it now with tonic waters to see which tonic waters work best. As always, what we've got in our tasting glasses, I've got 5ml of gin and then 15ml of tonic water, 15ml. And the reason why I do that, every one of them's the same. Every single episode of this I do, they're all exactly the same. It's a 1-to-3 ratio because that's what I personally believe is the proper ratio to drink a gin and tonic. 1 part gin to 3 parts tonic water. Any more than that, and for me, you dilute the taste of the gin too much. That's fine if you want a weaker drink and you're not too bothered about the whole flavour of the gin. But if you're going to do that, then there's really no point spending a lot of money on gin. So 1 to 3, I know a lot of you are coming back to me and say, actually, we drink it 1 to 2. Brilliant, that's really cool. For me, it always has to be a 1 to 3. So if you're out in the pub or bar, if you order a single gin and tonic, then essentially you are using less than half a bottle of tonic water. If you're using a double gin and tonic, then it's 3/4, 150ml, and these are always 200ml bottles. So that's all you need. Don't let the bartender put all the tonic water in your drink because that's just going to drown out the taste. Anyway, right, let's crack on. First up today, we've mixed the order up a bit today. First up today, we've got Schweppes 1783, their crisp tonic water, which was launched at the start of 2018. Their premium sort of competition to Fever Tree. And thank you very much for watching. That's the tonic water that goes with that. Wow, that's lovely. I'm not messing. That is a cracking gin and tonic. Wow. Cool, got high hopes for the rest of these now. Right, this is 1783. It's their light. If you're watching these videos for the first time, the reason why I use their light as opposed to anyone else is slightly different flavour to the normal one. Simply because there's a tiny hint of grapefruit in there. Not much, not grapefruit tonic by any stretch of the imagination, but a very subtle hint. Anyway, this is the light version. And you know what? That works really well as well. I haven't been a fan of that in previous gins that I've reviewed, but that does work very well with that. 2 for 2. Right, Fever Tree. This should work, shouldn't it? Oh, you're not going to be disappointed with that either. For me, 1783 just shades it for me. I've got just a little bit more bitter aftertaste going on with the Fever Tree. Still a cracking, it works, don't get me wrong, it's still a cracking gin and tonic, but for me the 1783 is just a touch better. Right, Fever Tree aromatic tonic water. For those of you that think pink gin these days is the real pink gin, you know, raspberry gin with tonic water, this is the original pink gin. When I first started, pink gin was gin, tonic, normally Gordon's, gin and tonic and a dash of Angostura bitters. That is exactly what that is. It's an Angostura tonic water. So let's try that, see what that tastes like. Again, that just works as well. Is it better than 1783? No. Is it as good as the others? Yes. That's a nice drink as well. Right, Franklin's and Sons normal tonic water. These last two are sort of slightly sweeter than the or less what's the word? Less quinine than the rest of these. Is that a word? Quinine. That works. Order's changed. Ooh, interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Hang on, bear with. Wow. I don't like the Schweppes with that. There's something going on there. It's on the aftertaste. It's a lovely drink, don't get me wrong. If you get served it, you will enjoy it. But there's just something in the background there that, for me, that doesn't match up to those. So the reason why I paused after that is because the order's changed. That, I still recommend. That's my favourite tonic water to go with that gin. Easily works there. In second place, I'm actually going Franklin's and Sons. I think that just works exceptionally well. That works very well. Better than Fever Tree for me, that. Yep. 100%. So there we go. That's the first choice out of the plain tonic waters, and that's the second choice. Right. Let's swap over to this side, because this is always the fun side. This is where I got a lot of love from you guys at home, because these are always flavoured tonic waters. So for those of you who don't like the real harsh taste of the tonic water, the plain tonic waters, we've always got some flavours going on here. Now, there is no rhyme or reason why I've kind of picked some of these today. Obviously Mediterranean, that's a given, but elderflower and all that to go with some. It's only because of the botanicals that I've gone with some of these. So let's see how they go. First up, Fever Tree Mediterranean. Very nice. Very, very nice, that one. Right, this is Franklin's and Sons, part of their new Epicurean range. This is elderflower with a slight hint of cucumber, although I do believe that they've got the label the wrong way, because I would say it's cucumber with a very slight hint of elderflower. I really get the cucumber in this. It's a nice drink. I think I had it the last time I used this as well. Because of that cucumber, it just really overpowers the gin. Everything there complements the gin really well. That you've got a really nice drink, but it overpowers the gin. So, no, not my favourite. Right, this one is Fever Tree's Elderflower Tonic Water. Now that works very well as well. Isn't that weird? Fever Tree are romping the flavours, but actually when it comes to the normal one, no. Yep, really like that. Is it better than Mediterranean? Mediterranean still got it. Right, this is again part of the Epicurean range. This is Franklin's and Sons Rosemary and Black Olive. It's not doing anything for me, that one. Really nice tonic water. Works very well with some other gins. This one, no. Well, this is, again, I think we've rolled them all out. What are we missing? I've got a grapefruit one. This is the Epicurean range. This is rhubarb and hibiscus. Kind of, this actually works with more spicier gins. The reason why I picked that is because there's a lot of botanicals in there. I thought, well, we'll see. We'll see what it works. In the same way that the cucumber overpowers that, you've got a really lovely drink going on there, but you missed the whole point that that's a gin and tonic. Lovely, nice. Not the winning combination for me. Right, last up is 1783 ginger. So Schweppes premium new ginger ale. The reason why I picked this is because, little known fact, the Irish actually invented gin with ginger. So bearing in mind this is an Irish gin, bearing in mind that a lot of ginger goes with a lot of the ginger goes with a lot of the Irish gins, I thought this might work. That's the only reasoning I've done that. So here's the final one. Do you know what? Again, it's a drink that is beautiful, absolutely lovely. It's a gin with lots of botanicals that you really kind of want to taste? No. So, you know, it's hard to explain. You think, what the hell am I talking about? Basically, I want to find a tonic water that complements the gin, complements all the botanicals in the gin. Some of these are absolutely lovely, lovely drinks. They really are. That is a cracking drink that I could drink all day long, gin and ginger. However, really and truly, you could have a different gin in there. And yes, the botanicals are going to be slightly different, but you're going to almost get the same kind of taste coming through. So that's the whole premise of this. So, my favourites. I think actually Fever Tree Mediterranean is my out and out favourite mixer for that. I would go in there as well for traditionalists that want a gin and an unflavoured tonic water, 1783 all day long over the rest of them. Franklin's and Sons in second place. Again, I've got a funny, I don't know what it is, but I've got a very funny kind of drawn out aftertaste with Schweppes in the Fever Tree there. But Fever Tree Mediterranean works very well. Fever Tree Elderflower works a lot better than that, purely because of the cucumber and the ginger as well. So there we have it. Who knew that you could get gin from milk, from cows? So I hope you enjoyed today's gin review video. Let me know below, let me know what you thought. Let me know if you've tried this before and what tonic you prefer with it. If you're a pub or a bar and you sell this, if you're in Ireland and you sell this, what tonic water do you use with that? And I'll be really interested to know if everyone loves Fever Tree or Schweppes with that, because for me, it didn't really work. So that's Bertha's Revenge Irish Milk Gin. Yep, it's distilled from milk. I've been Steve the Barman. I'll catch you next time.